Game number 2 gonna be taking place on Port Alexander. And in the bottom right hand side we got Rotty. And on top left, the dreaded caster, Maynarde. Lots of chatter, I gotta say, between these two.
Yeah.
They see each other at a lot of events, like a lot of the casters, like, we're very used of hanging out with one another at StarCraft events. So there's definitely a very good camaraderie.
Yeah, I think it's good also that you guys are all friends with each other. I think it reflects in the cast chemistry. So just seeing those guys chat like this,
everybody gets along well. Yeah, it's
Well,
whatever happened to all the drama, you know, from years ago?
I don't know.
There is not much drama these days, I feel like, which is good, I guess.
Yeah, not really. I actually wouldn't mind some drama, honestly. I feel like it's always funny.
What was the latest drama you enjoyed?
Well, I really liked the Risky versus Puck drama. I'm not sure if you remember that.
Wasn't it just like, wasn't it pretty straightforward? Like Puck basically said like, I shouldn't be, somebody said I shouldn't lose to this guy. I think maybe it was Risky, and then they played it was Puck, and then they played, and then Risky won or something, right?
Yeah.
Or is there more to it than that?
No, I think it started with like Risky talking some trash on Protoss on Reddit, and then Puck is like, who is this kid even? And then you know the Europeans are always like, you wouldn't be anything in Europe, that kind of attitude. And then we ended up having a show match after them trash talking each other a bit. And I really like that every EU pro gamer like cheered on Risky, all the NA pros cheered on Puck. I think that kind of stuff is really cool, as long as it's not too serious.
Yeah, but they only played one show match, right?
Yeah, it was one show match. And Risky won it as well, which was a surprise to some.
Yeah. We had some stuff like that with casters at an event. We were talking about Probe and Risky. And like, I think it was Artosis and Roddy. They were going at it because like they were talking about who's better, Probe or Risky. So Artosis was like, "You're out of your mind." It's like Probe would win against Risky every time, and Roddy's like, "No," because like Roddy, you know, he plays a lot with the Europeans, right? He plays on the European ladder, so he always defends the Europeans and always say like they are pretty good, blah blah blah. So Roddy was like, "No, I'd be willing to put money on Risky and stuff." And I think they did meet. By the way, I agreed with Artosis. I thought Probe would have the upper hands. And they did meet eventually at a tournament later on, and Risky won. And Roddy was like, "You see?" So it does happen with us too sometimes too, when we talk about them.
There's this pride, I feel like. There's this EU pride, NA pride, that players, and even casters, I didn't know that, but I know that RotterdaM knows how much potential all the Europeans have. Like Goblin, for example, is someone that maybe some of the NA players don't know so well. But let's talk about the game real quick. I saw a Reaper getting surrounded by probes and dying, and now the Stalker on the other side doing so much damage again.
Oh my god! He's killing the unbuildable plates! It's happening again! What is up with these casters? Oh my god!
They really hate these rocks.
And Roddy's just gonna kite against these Marines and kill everything.
Yeah, this is Rotty starting air weapons, by the way. Hashtag Rotty build. Hashtag Rotty
Phoenixes, yeah. Where's he proxying a pylon?
Oh, Tempest maybe. Could it be?
Why would you already... Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god. What a guy. So he's gonna get shield batteries out there?
Yeah, I think so. I've played a ladder match against RotterdaM where he did this against me on Automaton. I was so confused. You have no idea.
That feels like it's really far though.
Yeah, I think so. I would have preferred it on the low ground, but I feel like he's afraid that maybe the Marines, while chasing down there, will see it. Okay, so he's making a second Stargate there. I think he still might make the shield batteries at the potential third base location.
That feeling when the first two stalkers kill you. Yeah, Maynard, you need to get a bunker, bro.
Yeah, or like a widow mine or something.
Make your life easier. God. I feel sad watching. Poor Maynard struggling. He's pulling
like
the mule as well.
It's really hopeless too. It's really hopeless for the Marines.
Yeah, I look at this fight. I'm like, okay, you're never catching these stalkers ever, and they do so much damage.
Like if he only had enough Marines so he could chase until the ramp and then stand on top of the ramp, then he would be done with it. But all these Marines are like 1 HP. I feel like Rotty is just letting him live at this point. All these 1 HP Marines there. And now the Tempest production has started, so... Yeah,
How do you
that's
like the
crazy.
new Tempest?
I think it's very strong. It's sometimes very frustrating to deal with.
Yeah.
For me as Zerg, because it's hard to touch them. Like if they're above a ground army with a lot of icons and storms, it feels like it's very hard to
Yeah.
ever reach them.
You think they're too fast?
I think maybe the acceleration is a bit insane. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a
well,
bit
try
insane.
playing against Mutas. Cap! There's a lot of Marines, actually. Like, one Tempest shouldn't be that scary against all this. And Roddy is literally... Oh my god, yeah. Yes, they're fast. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Damn, your nickname is Lambo. You're gonna appreciate that speed, I'm sure. Look at this guy.
So he's just... Is this actually enough airspace there? Yeah, to not get hit by Marines, probably right. And now he's like, what the hell is going on?
Because Tempest flew in his middle line. So early, he just expanded, stabilized, and is biting peacefully, and Tempest flew into his middle line with +1 attack. That's so sick.
He decided, by the way, with the 2 Medivacs to go to counter drop. That's his only chance to win, I feel like. And Rotty is actually making cannons at the front. And he doesn't have warp gate. Oh, he shouldn't have. Oh, okay. Well, that's...
He's trying to catch them.
That's a bad decision.
He does have Steam Pack, right? Yeah. Steam! Gets one of them. Where's the other one? I love how these 2 motivated Marines are chasing one Tempest. It's like, no, it's gonna turn around and kill you. He's gonna find a proxy Stargate, actually. Oh! It's just up there. In the safety. And there's no Viking, I think, on the way, yeah.
Yeah, he's making Cyclones.
Oh, he already has 2. Okay, so he's gonna clean up that Tempest.
I mean, he dealt with those quite well, actually. I would have actually really liked to see, though, if he counter-dropped into Rotty's main, how Rotty would have dealt with that. Like, 16 Marines in his main base, when he only has a couple of Tempest. I guess he needs to recall them in that case.
But Rotty doesn't have warp gates. He's going pure air.
Yeah.
So he made cannons everywhere. Oh my god! Maynarde! What is going on? He cleans up! Nardul! Here he is!
Shit.
Holy moly! And like Roddy, wait, how much does he have? Okay, so he's getting 3 more Stargates at the 3rd base. He's got a massive saturation.
Yeah, like...
Why is he making a pylon? I feel like he's trying to buy time. He's remaking that in his face. He's like, please stay here, please don't go across the map. Because that army is still... He's actually pretty scary.
Yeah, it is. I think Rotty is mainly relying on his cannons and shield batteries, but they're not like all at the front, so... Maynard is hitting a bit of a supply block. I wonder if Maynard is just gonna attack now, and if he attacks, where is he gonna attack? Because there's... I think the best place would either be to drop the main or to kill that, to go to the 3rd base.
He scans the expo and sees cannons, a shield battery, and a Tempest flying by. This is so sick. Maynard is actually ahead in supply here for a little bit.
Why is he making tanks?
No. No, Maynard. He wants to siege, I think, the cannons.
I mean, with 1 tank, I guess, yeah. I don't think that works against Tempest.
Yeah, it doesn't. Neither does it against carriers. Sees the triple Stargate producing now. Oh my god, Maynard, no! Not like this!
Yeah, there's not much he can do against the 2 Tempests. He's just losing his Marines.
And Rotty's on point as well with those units.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a top 50 GM we're talking about here.
Oh, top 50, 6.2k plus.
That's pretty good.
It's insanely good, yeah.
Like, isn't there like, let's say like a couple guys that have like 7k, like around 7k that kind of compete with one another, and then after that there's like kind of like a big gap? Or
yeah, usually.
Would you say it's like still spread out?
I think it's decently spread out. I
Yeah?
think there's yeah, I think it's decently spread out. Like there's players like there's usually players, a couple of players that just go to 6.8k and then they go down again.
Yeah. Would you say like Roddy is in the top 50 GM, right? Like would you say it's top 50 European players?
I mean, maybe, yeah, because there's a lot of Smurfs too in the top 50, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's probably top 50. Maybe we can see him in the WCS Winter
Yeah. Playing and casting.
at the same time.
Kairos getting jumped on top of here, but there's so much more. Even killing one here is going to be borderline impossible. And Maynard gets cleaned up. Put up a pretty good fight, to be honest. Like, I like the way he macroed, and it's just like, as far as openers go, this just wasn't safe against the one and only, the guy that loves to rush Rotti. So Rotti will take the 2-0 win.